Welcome to the college wrap-up. We have a bit of a different episode for you this week. We got the Iron Bowl special. Rivalry week, we had a bunch of great games. Washington State, Alabama, Auburn was one of them. A bunch of great games that headed down to the wire, such as Oregon and Oregon State as well. But we got to focus on the Iron Bowl because we're here right in Auburn, Alabama. I went to the game. It was a little bit depressing. I went with a few friends, had a fun time. But Jalen Milroe on 4th and 31 absolutely ruined the hopes of the Auburn Tigers. So let's analyze it and let's talk about it a little bit. The 87th edition of the Iron Bowl was underway in Jordan-Hare Stadium. After a very impressive drive that only took 4 minutes, Roydell Williams ran it into the end zone with ease, giving the Tide a 7-0 lead with 11 minutes left in the first quarter. Then, this Auburn team came out willpowering the ball down the Tide's throats with the duo of Jarquez Hunter and Damari Alston in the backfield. Damari Alston finished it off with his 4-yard touchdown run right near the student section. Then, after a field goal stop, this Auburn team truly established with 2 minutes left in the half that they wanted to run the ball. Against the 33rd best rush defense, only allowing 3.79 yards per rush, this would be a pretty tall task. But it proved to be a worthy game plan when Javarius Johnson ran it in on a jet sweep from 12 yards out and celebrated with the crowd and his teammates. Then we got an Iron Bowl classic, Auburn taking the lead and Bama taking it right back when Jermaine Burton broke the defensive coverage and got a 68-yard pass from Jalen Milroe. Burton was the true leader for this offense on the outside, with 4 catches going for 107 yards and this touchdown. So, Auburn went into the half hopeful, only down 3 to their biggest rival. In the second half, Alabama came out with the ball and had a 6-minute drive that was stopped near the goal line by this Auburn defense. Just to highlight a few players for the Tigers on defense, Jalen McLeod had 6 solo tackles and 1 tackle for loss. And of course, the spark plug all year, Eugene Asante, was all over the field with 5 solo tackles. Will Reichert again nailed the field goal to give the Tide a 6-point lead. This Auburn offense came out fast, however, getting a 3-play drive into the end zone. Javarius Johnson carried this drive with a huge 37-yard catch to the Bama 31, and with broken coverage, he walked into the end zone for a 27-yard touchdown, and the Tigers now had the lead after Alex McPherson's extra point. Then, after a missed field goal to end the quarter, it was time for the fourth. The Auburn student section rocked out to swag surf and got hyped for the chance that the Tigers had in front of them. On a 17-play drive that took up 8 minutes, the Tide barely held the Tigers to a field goal on the 4-yard line on 4th and then, after a stop, the pressure of the Auburn defense finally got to Jalen Milroe, causing him to go down for a 1-yard run on 3rd down. Now in the punting formation, the Tigers just needed to catch this ball with the time ticking down. The punter booted it 45 yards and it was dropped onto the field right into an Alabama defender's hands, leading Bama getting their ball at the Auburn 30. Bama had all the momentum. The Tigers, however, got the sack they needed on 2nd and 11, causing a 3rd and 20 coming up. Jalen Milroe ran circles around the Tiger defense like he had all night and got it to a 4th and 1 situation. Easily converting the 4th down with Roydell Williams, it was now 1st and goal at the Auburn 7. Now, these last few plays will live in Auburn fans' nightmares for years to come. This was the game. Auburn was going to win it. Then, on 4th and 31 to the goal line, Auburn rushed 2 and set a QB spy to keep up with the speedy quarterback. Milroe was desperate in the pocket, waiting for someone to get open. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw Isaiah Bond, the former 4-star recruit who was on 542 yards on the season. DJ James in coverage had no attempt on the ball, and it was cut for a touchdown. Alabama fans, players, and coaches all went crazy as the Auburn players fell to their knees in despair. The crowd went completely silent. As the Auburn offense came back onto the field, Peyton Thorne fumbled, then with 1 second left, it was a Hail Mary throw to the wrong team, and Alabama had won the game. Jalen Milroe had 366 total yards as he solidified himself as a dark horse for Heisman.